As the sun set over Maplewood, I closed Sweet Indulgence, my beloved bakery. The day had been long, but the familiar warmth of my bakery filled me with contentment. In a quiet moment, I found an old silver locket tucked away in a drawer. Unbeknownst to me, this small keepsake would soon become a bridge to a past I had almost forgotten and set in motion a series of events that would forever change my life.
Chapter 1: A Forgotten Friendship. Maplewood was the type of town where everyone knew each other, a place where time seemed to move at its own gentle pace. Sweet Indulgence, my bakery, was more than just a place to get a pastry. It was my dream realized, a labor of love where every cake and bread was a piece of my heart. The comforting scent of fresh baked goods was my daily companion, and the smiles of my customers were my greatest reward. 15 years ago, my life was brightened by a friend named Alex Carter. We were inseparable during those sunny summer days, sharing secrets, exploring the town, and dreaming about the future. Alex gave me a locket, a simple yet meaningful token of our friendship. When his family moved away suddenly, it left a void in my life. I held onto the locket as a bittersweet reminder of our lost friendship. Over time, as my life became busier and more focused on the bakery, those memories grew faint, and Alex became a distant, though cherished, recollection. Chapter 2: The Unexpected Visitor. One rainy afternoon, as I was preparing the day's batch of croissants and cakes, the bell above the bakery door jingled. I looked up from the mixing bowl to see a tall, well-dressed man enter, shaking off the rain from his umbrella. His elegant demeanor seemed somewhat out of place in the cozy atmosphere of Sweet Indulgence. "Good afternoon," I greeted him, wiping my hands on my apron. "Welcome to Sweet Indulgence. What can I get for you?" He scanned the menu before responding. "I'll have a slice of chocolate cake and a coffee, please. I've heard great things about your pastries." As I prepared his order, I couldn't help but notice his keen interest in the bakery's decor and the way he appreciated the aroma of fresh coffee. When I handed him the cake, he took a bite and closed his eyes in satisfaction. "This is incredible," he said, savoring the flavor. "You've really outdone yourself." "Thank you," I replied, smiling. "I'm Grace." "Alex," he said, extending his hand. "Alex Carter." The name sounded familiar, but I couldn't quite place it. We chatted briefly, discussing the cake and the weather, but despite the warmth of our conversation, I couldn't connect him to my past. Chapter 3: A Growing Connection. Alex became a regular at Sweet Indulgence. I looked forward to his visits, enjoying our conversations about his high-powered job as a CEO and my experiences running the bakery. His insights into business and his appreciation for my pastries created a comfortable rapport between us. One day, as I was closing up the bakery, Alex stopped by with a concerned look on his face. "Grace, I've noticed you've been working extra hard lately. Everything all right?" I sighed, leaning against the counter. "It's just the usual stress. The bakery is doing well, but it's a constant juggling act to keep everything running smoothly." He nodded thoughtfully. "If you ever need help or advice, just let me know. I know it can be overwhelming." His offer was kind, but I didn't want to burden him with my problems. Still, his support was a comfort during particularly tough days. Chapter 4: Crisis Strikes. A few weeks later, disaster struck. My main oven, a crucial piece of equipment, broke down. The repair costs were exorbitant, and the possibility of losing business was terrifying. I felt overwhelmed as I faced the repair technician, who confirmed that the repairs would be far beyond my budget. Alex happened to walk in just as I was discussing the issue with the technician. He could see the distress on my face and approached me with concern. "Is everything okay?" he asked gently. I put down the phone, struggling to keep my composure. "My oven's broken, and the repairs are going to cost more than I can afford. I'm worried about how I'll keep the bakery running." Alex's expression softened with empathy. "Let me help. I can cover the repair costs." I was taken aback by his offer. "I couldn't possibly ask you to do that. It's a lot of money." Alex's eyes were filled with determination. "You've done so much for me with your wonderful pastries. It's the least I can do. Let me handle it." Reluctantly, I agreed. Alex arranged for the repairs and paid the costs, allowing me to continue serving my customers without interruption. His gesture was more than financial support, it was a lifeline. Chapter 5, Rekindling the Past. With the repairs completed, Sweet Indulgence was back in business. Alex's support had saved the bakery, and I found myself increasingly grateful for his presence in my life. We continued to bond over shared experiences, and our friendship deepened. One evening, as I was sorting through old keepsakes, I came across the locket Alex had given me years ago. Seeing it brought back a rush of memories. I decided to confront Alex about it the next time he visited. When he arrived at the bakery, I showed him the locket. "Alex, look what I found. I think you gave me this when we were kids." He looked at the locket with a nostalgic smile. "I did give you that. I remember it well. I'm surprised you still have it." "I've held onto it as a reminder of our time together," I said, smiling. "It's strange how things come full circle." Alex's eyes were warm as he reminisced. "I never imagined we'd reconnect like this. I've always remembered our time together fondly." Our shared memories rekindled a sense of familiarity and comfort, and our bond grew stronger. We began to spend more time together, enjoying each other's company and finding joy in our renewed friendship. Chapter 6, An Unforeseen Proposal. As Alex and I continued to grow closer, a new crisis emerged. The bakery faced a legal issue involving a large debt and a potential foreclosure. The situation was dire, and I felt helpless as I struggled to navigate the complex legalities. One evening, while we were discussing the issue, Alex made an unexpected proposal. "Grace, I know this might sound unconventional, but I have an idea. What if we entered into a legal marriage? It could help resolve your financial and legal troubles." I stared at him in shock. "A legal marriage? Are you serious?" Alex nodded. "Yes. It's a practical solution that might give you the time and protection you need. We can make it a formal arrangement, without any romantic expectations." I was hesitant but knew that Alex's offer was a practical way to address the crisis. After discussing the details, we agreed to proceed with the arrangement. We would enter into a legal marriage to protect the bakery and give me the time to resolve the issues. Chapter 7, The Wedding. We held a simple, low-key ceremony with close friends and family. The atmosphere was one of support and understanding, though many were puzzled by the nature of our marriage. The ceremony was brief but meaningful, and we exchanged vows that reflected our commitment to each other's well-being rather than romantic love. After the ceremony, we went out for a modest celebration with a few friends. Despite the unusual circumstances, the evening was filled with warmth and camaraderie. Alex and I shared a sense of relief, knowing that our arrangement provided a practical solution to the challenges we faced. Chapter 8, Adjusting to New Realities. With the legal marriage in place, Alex's support was instrumental in addressing the legal and financial issues threatening the bakery. We worked together to navigate the complexities of the situation, and with his help, we were able to stabilize the business. As we continued to work side by side, our relationship evolved. The boundaries of our fake marriage began to blur as we discovered new depths to our connection. We found joy in our partnership and appreciated the support we provided each other. One evening, after a long day at the bakery, Alex and I sat together, reflecting on the journey we had undertaken. "Grace, this arrangement was meant to be temporary, but I've come to realize that I care for you deeply," Alex said. I looked at him, my heart full. "I feel the same way, Alex. This experience has brought us closer, and I value our relationship more than I ever thought possible." Chapter 9, Embracing the Future. As the legal and financial issues with the bakery were resolved, Alex and I began to focus on our future. Our fake marriage had provided a solid foundation for our partnership, and we decided to continue living together with honesty and commitment. We worked together to make Sweet Indulgence thrive, combining our skills and efforts to achieve new levels of success. The bakery became a symbol of our shared journey and the love that had grown from our unconventional circumstances. One day, as we were walking through the park near the bakery, Alex took my hand. "Grace, I know our marriage started as a practical solution, but it has become something more meaningful. I want to continue building a life with you, both professionally and personally." I squeezed his hand, my heart full of affection. "I want that too, Alex. Our journey together has been unexpected, but it has led us to a place of genuine love and partnership." Epilogue, A Sweet Life. Our story, which began with a forgotten friendship and an unconventional arrangement, blossomed into a deep and enduring love. Alex and I embraced the future together, blending the sweetness of sweet indulgence with the excitement of our shared life. We faced challenges and celebrated successes as a team, and our love grew stronger with each passing day. The locket that once symbolized a distant memory,